So I'm just inside the woods. Yes, I have no dog. We've all discussed how I shouldn't be in the woods without a dog, because every time I am, then something bad happens. Like I run up the back of a bear, or I run upon some coyotes that are stalking me, or a cougar, or whatever. But I'm here just for a minute. So yesterday afternoon, well, around about 3 probably, the crows were raising Cain in the trees up here. And there was a visitor here, so I wasn't able to come back and look and see what they were yelling at. Because you guys know I'm always hunting bears. While in season, mind. So when we came back on our walk after the people had left, there's what we found. And it's not as clear because I didn't come back. I didn't have the camera on me. But that's a paw pad. Actually, you can see it a little bit better now. Going across here, okay? And then toe, toe, toe. So that's a bear. And it looks to be a little bit bigger than the one we already took this season. So a little over the 200-pound mark. But yeah. The only problem is if I had come back here, and this is something I struggle with as a bear hunter. So the area I normally hunt, you have, it's more clear than this. So if I were to have come back here and spotted the bear, I would have come from over here. And coming upon it, if it was standing there, if it ran at all, this is what you have to keep in mind when you're hunting bears, always. Where is it going to run to? Is it recoverable? If it fell down dead, that would be one thing. But if it doesn't, look at this thick brush. If it was laying just right there, you wouldn't see it. So it's like, some of it's 10 feet tall, And it's not just, this is the clearest area we have in the woods. And even there, with a black bear laying down in the shadows, could you even see it? So, those are the things I struggle with, because this is, this is a game trail. This is also, we made it into a human walking trail, but it's a game trail, as most human walking trails started out. Because it's the easiest path, isn't it? So, we always think about this, of where they want to run. And I read, actually, that they only run about 60 feet even if they're hit fatally. They can run 60 feet. So, okay, 60 feet isn't very far. But if 60 feet in a circle, this is a lot of area to try to bust brush and look through very, very closely. Because one year Dad almost stepped on the bear's head, because the brush was so dense, the bear was laying down, and it was not dead. And one thing is as a bear hunter, you have to be aware of, is if it's not dead, and you're intruding into its area where it's injured, then it most probably will charge. And that's what happened to Dad. So you have to be aware of where you're deciding to take it out. Because if it ran at all, it's gone. So recovery, if that's important to you, needs to be considered. And that's a bear trail there. Bear/coyote. So this is a good place to hunt. Because look at all these trails you have colliding here. That's a trail. That was a trail there. This is a trail. That was a game trail. This is a trail that's a game trail, and they use these very frequently. You can see back into there. And then over here, this one wasn't used as much this season, but this is a game trail that leads back into there. So you've got a conglomeration of trails here, and they actually use this one up here. And then, the dogs don't know who I am. It's me! And then up here, by the way, right behind our hen house, there's another game trail. So this is a superb place to set up if you want to. And there's berries, of course, which lends to some reason the bear would be there other than it's just passing through. But then there's a game trail in here too. It goes through there. And right behind the ducks and the chickens. So this is why we're kind of looking for tracks over here to see what's been here. I see cats. Those have unfortunately been hanging out back here. That's a coyote. So there's been game back here, but when the crows were yelling yesterday, see, we always look at the molehills because they might have possibly stepped there. When the crows were yelling yesterday, it could have been a coyote, but based on the bear track we found, it was a bear. So those are the things to take into consideration and the things that prevented us from getting a bear yesterday. And then after that, the crows were alarming back by the goat pen. Nobody was here at that point, which was good, but the brush is too dense there. And then all we could do is wait for it to come out, and it never did. So those are missed opportunities, or possibly missed chances to be losing your bear and or injured while bear hunting. This has been What's Happening in the Woods.